Review of Tulsa King, Season 3 Episode 8, Nothing is Over, Dwight's Cunning Plan in the Face of Bomb Threats and Betrayals. Synopsis of the episode. On November 9, 2025, at 12 a.m. Pacific Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Time, Paramount Plus began streaming Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 8, Nothing is Over, directed by David Boyd and written by Taylor Sheridan and Craig Sisk. This 41-minute powder keg intensified the series' mid-finale suspense. Dwight Manfredi, Sylvester Stallone, is driven into a lethal game of cat and mouse with the Dunmire clan in this hour, which picks up after Episode 7's Distillery Inferno and USB bombshell. A foiled bomb plan reveals cracks in his empire and necessitates desperate alliances. The episode begins with Montague Distilleries humming back to life after Dwight's liquor license was restored as a result of his AG poker move, but the triumph quickly fades, according to information obtained from defector Sackrider. Tom Hardy, Jeremiah Dunmire, Robert Patrick, was saved by a reluctant Cole, Bo Knapp, who is resentful of his father's oppressive control following the humiliation in court. After piecing together whispers from Spencer, Dana Delaney, Tyson, Jay Will, discovers a terrifying plot. Deacon, the watchmaker, Thresher, a slimy Garrett Hedlund, who was initially Dwight's hitman for Jeremiah, has turned on the Dunmires and set up explosives for Thresher's high society fundraiser at a posh Tulsa hotel, targeting Dwight and his group in an attempt to eliminate any loose ends. Ever the strategist, Dwight ambushes Deacon in a rain-soaked warehouse and brutalizes him into making a confession that is captured on camera by Mitch's phone. He then uses the recording as leverage against FBI agent Musso, Dylan McDermott, who has been playing both sides. A false blast rattles a neighboring alley, singeing Goody, Chris Caldovino, and escalating the anxiety while Musso, besieged, pulls strings to escape the hotel just in time, preventing mass casualties, but at a cost. Subplots simmer with emotional shrapnel. Bodie, Martin Starr, frantically decrypts pieces of the 9.4 USB, discovering connections to a dark, ghost network that could manipulate New York bosses, while Margaret, Andrea Savage, confronts Dwight on his self-destructive path. You're not building a legacy, you're digging a grave. A late twist, Jeremiah's terrifying phone taunt to Cole, blood don't lie, boy, hints at a family rift about to blow up, but Cole's motel tryst with Spencer intensifies his disobedience, feeding her intelligence back to Dwight. The episode culminates with a hotel confrontation with no casualties, with Dwight's cigar glow defiance highlighting the title, Nothing is Over, Till I Say It Is. A mysterious reference to the upcoming Sheridan-verse crossover, Zaftali.exe, is the only file that causes it to fade on the USB screen. Review of an article. Tulsa King's third season has been a bourbon-soaked tightrope walk, and Episode 8, Nothing is Over, is the wobble that almost knocks it over. It's exciting in short bursts but teeters on the brink of its own ambitions with a bomb plot that fizzles more than it explodes. Stallone's Dwight continues to be the show's unyielding spine, his warehouse beatdown of Deacon a visceral reminder of why we cheer for this fish-out-of-water Don. Sheridan's screenplay crackles with that distinctive blend of gravelly comedy and gut-punch stakes. The episode's emotional sledgehammer swings wide, landing haymakers and character beats while glancing off the high-concept thriller aspects, but Boyd's direction intensifies the claustrophobia, rain-lashed shadows and ticking clocks conjuring the Departed's harshness. Advantages: Dwight's desperation dance, Stallone chews scenery without going overboard, and his interrogation of Deacon is a masterwork in controlled rage, recorded confession included, that precisely reverses the power dynamic on Musso. At its best, general, it combines impetuousness with cold deliberation. Cruz cracks, Delaney Spencer-Cole seduction simmers with double-cross allure, adding layers to the Dunmire dynasty's decay. Will's Tyson shines as the moral compass, his desperate calls to Dwight humanizing the fury. Goody's near miss in the alley blast? A heart-stopper that highlights the frailty of found family. The Sheridan-verse seeds a clever serialization that raises the stakes for the finale sprint. The USB's Zaftali bug is a cunning Tony and Ziva Easter egg that teases cyber catastrophe without upsetting the mob core. Thematic punch, in keeping with the title, it addresses unresolved issues. Margaret's plea grounds the bombast in deep household dread, while Jeremiah's bailout mocks Justice's Tulsa twist. Weaknesses. Bomb Bluff Blues. The fundraiser threat develops like a Dark Knight Joker ploy, but it defuses with no casualties. It's an exciting build-up, but the explosion that was prevented feels like a bullet that was dodged for shock value, making the conclusion less dramatic and more relieving. If Jeremiah is free by intermission, what was the purpose of his AG attack detour? Subplot squeeze. Bodhi's hack feels superfluous in the midst of the action, while Sackrider's intelligence dump speeds up his storyline. The expansiveness of Season 3, 9.4, Northeast Calls, runs the risk of diluting the personal grudges that drove previous episodes. Predictability danger. Deacon's flip is foreshadowed. Astute fans spot the evacuation ruse, depriving the suspense of genuine vertigo. What about Cleo? Her absence bothers me like an unfinished side project. All things considered, Nothing Is Over delivers a gritty 8.2 out of 10, a suspenseful thriller that puts Dwight's empire on the verge of collapse, demonstrating that Tulsa King is still formidable even when it pulls its punches.